Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for Aries. And it looks to me like we have somebody that is trying to find a way to see you, trying to find a way to run into you or ask you out. It feels like there's been like a plateau or a silence. So this either indicates like an unanswered text message, for example, unanswered phone call, unanswered invitation, something like that. So they're a little bit impatient. They want to find a way to see you. Hi there, Shayner. How are you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's dive in with the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have for Aries, please? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. So somebody has a change of heart here. This could be somebody realizing that if they don't take action or they don't make it clear what they want, that they won't get an opportunity with you. This could also be somebody changing their mind and deciding they don't want to pursue more. But there's some shift that happened here. I kind of feel like it's the person wanting to make more of an effort. Yeah, exactly. Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. You're what I want, so I'm going to fight for it. I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by, right? Oh my gosh. Hello. Happy birthday, Christina. How are you doing? Hello, Renata from Australia. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is somebody who's like, you know what? I'm not going to find this again. I'm not going to, count on this love opportunity to come back around. Or maybe they're not certain you would stay single, but they're thinking, I got to move quickly. I've got to like assert myself here or I'm going to lose out. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords in the reverse. This person may feel like they owe you an apology. Again, I feel like there's something about like taking too long to respond. But this Queen of Cups energy really seems to indicate there's a strong appreciation here for somebody's like beautiful character. Kind of gives me the vibe of I should have shown my appreciation for you earlier on, or I feel like I misrepresented what I think of you or what I feel of you for you. So this person feels like they have to clear the air. They need to, there's an apology here. There's something like the way I went about this was all wrong. The approach I had wasn't respectful. My understanding of the situation or how you felt wasn't what it should have been, right? This person has some respect though. Like they really respect this Queen of Cups and feel like there is something very unique about this Queen of Cups. And they've been frustrated. It's become more and more difficult for this person to not be around you. For some of you, not more than 50% of you, more like probably 25% of you. There is a sense here that there was distance because if they weren't around you, you couldn't reject them. I think they've been working on something. I think they wanted to address some financial issues or some toxicity in their life before things got serious with you. Aries, this could be another one of those King of Wands readings. We'll see. There's somebody here who feels strongly that they needed to come correct. They need to be very honest and mature. They needed to heal from something. For some of you, you may have encountered each other right after one of you got out of a serious relationship. There's a sense here that both of you, because we had the Four of Swords in the reverse after the Queen of Cups, and now we have the Three of Swords. Both of these can indicate a need for healing, right? This is heartbreak. King of Cups in the reverse. He couldn't communicate or he couldn't deal with something because he needed to heal. So we have two people that had something they needed to heal from. I literally, right before this reading, posted a short about time apart being the right call, or separation being like what was needed. So this could tie into that short reading as well. But we've got a sense here that somebody needed to take a little bit of a break, um, sort their shit, and then now they want to come back together. Now they want to have a little bit more conversation here with you, right? Be a little bit more serious. um, Portal, number 39. Originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. Because what's a portal? A door, right? So what are we accessing? Success, positivity, gratitude. This feels like somebody opening their heart. The healing that each of these individuals needed to do was different, right? That makes sense. But for this King of Cups in the reverse, what needed to happen was an appreciation for the things that can be beautiful in life. This could be somebody who didn't really see a lot of examples of happy, healthy relationships growing up, and that could have led to a desire to kind of cut things off prematurely because I don't want to go through all that heartbreak. Sometimes I compare this to like Queen Elizabeth I, who saw her father behead her mother. So that led her to be a little bit not comfortable with the idea of marriage. There could be something on a smaller scale here for this King of Cups in the reverse, right? I saw my parents fight. I saw my mom get abused, whatever it was. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but somebody here had to learn there are people out there that are capable of having a healthy relationship, and that would be something I would want to invest in or pursue, right? So there's a door to healing, a door to gratitude, to understanding that things can be beautiful. Kind of a shift in terms of somebody's overall perception of maybe even life in general or love. All right, Aries, this is my new favorite. This is the Pulp Tarot. I love the imagery on these cards. They're very vintage. Page of Pentacles and the Chariot. There's a new beginning here, and somebody's impatient. The Chariot is the fastest moving card in the 78 card tarot deck. This is somebody who is feeling a sense of urgency. I don't have time to, get distracted. I don't have time to have a conversation about how my life's been with randoms, right? This person's very focused on a new beginning, a new venture, a new partnership. Yeah, there's definitely been a significant ending in this person's life. So they may have quit a job, they may have moved from a city or a town, they may have had to kind of close things down with a family member. Whatever it is, they have followed their intuition and acknowledged that something that was going on in their life, a lifestyle, a behavior, a person, was no longer the right fit. This isn't going to work. I've got to, again, I've got to come correct, right? It's like, is it Eminem? You've only got one chance. I think it's the Eminem song from his movie or whatever. So we've got a sense here that somebody's like, I've got to have all my ducks in a row, and I've got to be really intelligent about how I communicate what I want or what I'm looking for. And this is a lesson this person has learned, and they like know it. Okay. There's a different person coming out. I feel like this is somebody finally being their authentic self and not just letting other people guide or direct them to the point where it's not really their own life. This could be a situation where you have like an over involved parent, an overly influential sibling. There's some sort of dominating force here that influenced this person to believe something that they've had to unlearn. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Fool. I'm not going to give up on what I want. I'm not going to let go of my dream. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to accomplish. A lot of Aries energy in here, honestly. Aries being represented by the Emperor. Aries, you're about taking charge and getting stuff done. This is coming through in the reading, and it's really nice to see that. We have the Tower. When I see the Tower in the upright, it is generally a sign to me, especially with the Knight of Wands, that somebody acknowledged what needed to change and took action to correct it. That's like when you decide, you know what, I don't really want to smoke cigarettes anymore. That's probably not the best for me, so I'm going to quit. For those of you that are curious, I used to smoke cigarettes a long time ago. And it got to the point where I felt like it was kind of like a waste of money. It was irritating to always have to worry about whether or not I had enough on me to get through the night, whatever it was. Do I have a lighter? So I wrote a list of like 76 reasons why I should quit smoking, and I posted it on my refrigerator. So I'd have to look at it every time I wanted a Dr. Pepper. Every time. Well, at that point, I mean, put it in a place where you can see it, right? I figured the refrigerator was a great place for it. This person did something like that. I know this isn't right for me, and I'm determined to make this change. So I'm going to make this change. Knight of Wands, that's action. Another fast moving card, right? This is somebody who has made progress. How's it going, Hambone? How come you're so cute? I can't handle it. Did you say hi to everyone? They love you, you know? Yeah. He's probably going to try to get back up on the table. That's been his new thing lately. The Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles. There was a pretty significant curveball thrown at this person. So they're coming out as the Hermit, somebody who, again, has a changed perspective. They're seeking wisdom. They're learning what they need to. They're becoming more appreciative of their life journey and what they could potentially fight for. But with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like a slowdown. This is like when you're about to get onto the highway, you're already running a couple minutes behind, and that damn stoplight right before you get onto the highway is red and you can't go. And you're like, but it's right there. I could just, no, okay. This person felt like they missed the boat, felt like they had some sort of inconsequential delay. Like, how could this happen? This is just like frustrating. This would be like somebody who wanted to sell a house so that they could move to be near you, and they couldn't sell the house because of some, I don't know, easement or some issue with the property itself. They had to repair something. There was something here. They couldn't get around it, and it has delayed them. But they didn't stop. They were determined, and they are still determined to find a way to get this new beginning, this new chapter that they want. We have Temperance, Two of Swords in the reverse. There's something here about you and possibly about this person too. I think they do see a little of themselves in you, just like a different brand, right? Different iteration. But there's something about you that they are very convinced they will not find elsewhere. There's a particular combination that you are that is intriguing to them. So there's something about you that is very light and like feels cozy or homey to them, but there's also something a little bit dark or dangerous about you. And they like that you have both of those sides, right? They feel like you would understand them and their complexity as far as the depth of their character, because you also have that. You are just so affectionate today, mister. Why are you so cute? So I feel like I didn't show it to you guys. If I haven't shown you this card yet, if you haven't seen one of the readings with it coming out, Temperance is one of my favorite cards. Part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. Very much so implying you have the ability to figure out what you need to do in a certain situation to be successful or to be accepted, whatever it is. Hello there, Trina. How are you doing? And hello, Redbeard. I am bone stocking. You know you love him. He's great. Yeah, they're talking about you. They think you're cute. What do you think about that? All right, let's get a little bit more oracle cards for you here. We're going to go with the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have for Aries, please? All right. Girl, you want to get that for me, Hamba? I'm sorry, buddy. You can come back up if you want, but I needed to grab that. Oh my. All right, so correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like 818 is an LA area code. You could be in LA. You could have some tie to the number 8, but 8 is definitely important. And for me, honestly, it's giving like, even though there's been time apart, I've always been thinking about you. I've always been loyal. Like, this could be somebody that you assume either forgot you or doesn't really have a lot to say about you. But if anyone were to say something against you in your absence and they were there, they would have defended you. Nah, that's not right. That's just somebody talking out of their ass because they're jealous or they're mad. Like, that person's a good person. There's very like genuine, heartfelt appreciation and respect here. I'm so glad you came back up. All right, this is the OG, the Rider-Waite. What else do we have for Aries, please? More cards about speed, a sense that we have to move quickly. This person has a little bit of an obsession right now. So they may not be hanging out with a lot of other people. They may not be doing right by certain work requirements. Whatever they're doing is kind of wrapped around, how do I get to this end outcome, this desired outcome that I have? It's so cute. He just like tries to find a way to like sit right next to me. It's super cute. We have the Page of Wands and the High Priestess in the reverse. You might get some communication that is confusing or like outright like shocks you. So, for those of you that have been no contact for a significant amount of time, let's say 6 months to a year, something like that, the fact that this person messages you at all is like, what? What? But for others of you, if it's just a matter of, you don't talk all the time, so it's been a couple weeks, no big deal. It's going to be more like their communication to you is less, you know, casual. They reach out to you, and instead of the usual, like, how's it going? How have you been? Maybe they want to ask you about something in particular whenever they usually reach out to you, but instead they go right for, what are you doing next Tuesday? What are you doing next Saturday? What are you doing the 19th? Whatever it is. They ask you or say something specific that makes you realize that this is intentional. There's something that they're getting after, right? You're funny, Redbeard. Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there was distance here or a separation because somebody was getting their life in order. There was instability or like a blank canvas, a starting over. There could have been some financial distress because of the end of a relationship or some sort of loss, but there was a focus here over a significant period of time where this King of Cups in the reverse hermit energy was looking to reestablish balance and be ready to make a move, right? It's really important for us to take those times to heal or to get our life in order before we pursue a serious relationship so that we don't have baggage that accompanies us and later blows up in our face, right? This is definitely one of those situations where there needed to be some separation in order for somebody to understand the truth. For some of you, this is one of those things where there was maybe a misconception about your character, and your not being around made it clear for this person who the toxic energy was. So there could have been, for example, like a close friend that was talking shit about you, trying to make it seem like you were causing all of these issues, when in reality, they were just trying to keep you two apart. This person needed to have some separation in order to realize you weren't the problem. You were actually pretty legit. So they acquired clarity and understood the truth because of this separation. And it makes them want to like run back to your side, find an opportunity to talk to you. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We had that right here as well. There is some question out over whether or not they've taken too long to communicate, whether or not they need to like kind of show up randomly and surprise you, or if you would accept an invitation. Like, if I just texted you out of the blue and you hadn't heard from me in a while and I said, hey, could we maybe go to our favorite place or go to this spot and have a conversation? I've got something important I'd like to like share with you. What would you say? Do they have to kind of like show up on your doorstep? Or would you willingly meet them somewhere? We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Wands. This person has experienced codependency in relationships in the past, and that could be what they considered to be the reality of love. They didn't really understand how you could be in a healthy relationship because they didn't have a lot of examples of that. but now they're seeing a different path, right? They're seeing that they could be a part of a healthy relationship if they choose the right partner. So I feel like there's something in you that they saw that inspired them to make changes, not just in who they associate with, but how they engage with others. So they have learned quite the lesson from you, which I've got to say, hermit, if you're out there, if you don't find a way to be with this person who's inspired you, take solace in at least being inspired by them enough to change your life so that you could find happiness. That in itself is a gift, right? Um, be happy either way because you have improved your life. Let's get, we'll get a few from the Romance Angel Oracle. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Maybe that's not for all of you, but this seems pretty serious. I love the way that she looks at him in that picture too. Okay, so this card I read slightly differently than I normally do. It says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I think that's what this tower moment is. I think this hermit energy has left people in the dust. A community, a family, a friendship, an ex. I think they're retreating from a group of people and pursuing the person that they care about. Reconciliation. I know we haven't talked in a while. I miss you. I don't know that you've been together though. I don't know that you've dated. I feel like this is more of like a flirtation that never really got off the ground. Let's see what we get from the situation stack. I should have said that. I saw this in my head and I should have said it out loud, but yeah, there was a connection here. I think it was friendship. There's a little bit of flirtation. You might have made out. You might have had a one night stand, but I don't think there was a dating situation. I don't think it got serious, and now it just got serious. Yeah. Twin flames, karmic in the reverse, and lockbox. Somebody needed to escape a karmic in order to pursue a love that changed who they were. Pretty serious stuff. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all enjoyed the reading, and thank you to everyone for the likes and the subscribes. I will see you on the next reading.